Welcome friends to my new video. This video is whole about soil. So today we are going to see and learn about soil and what about soil. So actually soil have different types of landforms. Like different type of landforms contain different type of soils. So basically first type of landform we are going to discuss in this video is grasslands. So grasslands is basically what I'm going to give you a firm definition of all the four type of landform which I'm going to do in this video, but not on this page because this is a diagram based picture of my video. I will show you an individual page in which I will write all the definition in this video only. So let's just see the diagram whole about, and I must tell you how I have done this diagram and how I will explain to you. So basically if you can see, this is 1 2 3 I have written in the Roman numeral part, and here I have written in a numerical part. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So there are 8 labelings in numerical part and there are 4 labelings in Roman numerical part. So Roman numerical part indicates the labelings like grassland, tropical forest, deciduous forest and deserts. The numerical part decides the parts of that soil. Means one is like suppose long roots or any type of soil. So it describes that particular part in which it is stated or arrow marked. So you can see the whole diagram over here with rocks, soil and this roots and trees. You can see whole the thing. I have labeled it all as I can label it. Now we will go for an individual page in which I have gone through a part. I will explain you what is this whole diagram about. So let's go to the individual page. Grasslands. So as I told you, there will be numerical over here. If you can see my Roman numerical I have written over here, and even though I have written the topics over here and what is in the numerical part. So basically the main head topic is grasslands in our first decision topic. So basically what is grassland? And I'm not talking about grassland but a soil. So soil is usually deep and full of nutrients. So its soil is full of nutrients and deep. It is because rooting grass help this is because rooting grass roots to help to hold the soil together. So by rooting the grass roots help the grasslands to put the soil together. That's what a specialty of grasslands. Now let's go to the numerical part of this grasslands topic. So the numerical part number 1 indicates long roots. So you must have seen in the diagram that the grasslands trees have long roots. These trees and grasses have long roots that to go down and as to collect water. They have long roots so that they can collect as much as water. So basically actually these grasslands are in a place where almost like if they are not deserted, but places where trees are not available that much, because only grasses are available. Actually, that's a type of a place where grass are available in a much quantity than trees. So what happens, the grass help them to put the soil together. That's one advantage, and also they have a long root, so they can collect as much as water from the underground water base. So next is grasses. The soil is rich of nutrients. This soil is rich of nutrients, so many grasses grow healthy and quickly. These grow healthy and quickly because of the good soil providation. Next, tropical forest. So tropical forest, the soil of tropical forest is very well and very wet actually. So not very well, is very wet. Is very wet and many plants grow on there. Many plants grow. So there is lot of humus to add nutrients to soil. If you have noticed that the forest, grassland or any other feature of land are helping each other so that they can both, these tropical forests, soil is very wet and many plants can grow. There is lot of humus to add nutrients to soil. So as per there are many plants growing, so there is lot of nutrients, very much nutrients to soil to add. Now what happened, however, these nutrients are washed away by the constant rain, leaving the shallow acid soil. So basically it is not so much useful because as per there rain a lot, so it is washed away, and as per it is washed away, and so the acid and shallow soil is left. So next we will go to the numerical part of the topic, tropical forest. So I have listed 3 at the bottom and 4 at the top. So let's start with the 3. So forest floor. Many leaves from the thick tree canopy fall. Many leaves from the thick tree canopy fall to the dark forest and floor and decay. So these beautiful trees, when shed their leaves from the canopy, so what happens? These beautiful leaves decay in the soil and they actually make a forest floor. Next, let's go to the 4th subject of this topic, tropical forest, buttress roots. So buttress roots. These trees have shallow roots underground to quickly take in the water, nutrients in the top of the soil. So these trees have shallow roots actually to go underground collect water. Okay, now let's go to the third subject of this chapter, deciduous forest. So actually its full name is temperate deciduous forest. The soil is moist and full of nutrients from decaying the plants and animals, especially in the autumn. The deep roots break up to the bedrock, which add minerals. Water often drains through steadily. So this soil is full of nutrients. Actually, when it gets, okay, I'm writing it. It gets it from decaying of leaves and animals, especially especially in autumn season. So this topic's first thing is the fifth one, autumn leaves. So when leaves drop to the forest floor, they decay, putting the nutrients back to the soil. So basically, these leaves fall on floor of the forest and decay, leaving nutrients. Okay, next the tree roots. So tree roots of deciduous trees reach till the layers of the soil and collect the nutrients. These roots go highly underground and collect water. Next we will go to the last topic of this whole video, that is desert. So the soil of desert is very dry and few plants and animals grow. So there is little humus. It is made up of boulders, pebbles and sand. Is blown around the wind and sand and is blown around the wind. Any water drains through the sand easily. So basically this soil is made up of sand, boulders and pebbles and these are blown away around by the wind, and any water can go through it easily. Now the last topic's first numerical, which is cactus, written in the bottom, is cactus or cacti have shallow roots and thick stems, so they can collect and store water. So these are the plants / trees having thick stem stem and deep roots, shallow roots, so that they can collect water. Now deep roots are last topic of that whole video. Means last numerical of the fourth topic and the last thing of the whole video. So desert trees have very long roots, reach down and collect water deep around. So these trees have long deep roots to collect water. So you know one more thing, that many animals help the soil to be more fertile. So dung beetle is one of them. So these creature, dung beetle, what does it does? Actually it eats up the poop of the animals and adds nutrients to the soil. Next, it is found in the grasslands. Now the temperate deciduous forests have earthworms. So these earthworms actually makes a hole in the forest, and what does it do in the soil actually of the deciduous forest, so that the air can pass through the soil. Now one more is the kangaroo rat. So this kangaroo rat, what it does is while burying animals break down large rocks mix up in the soil and later into the air. Like these kangaroo rats, what it does is kangaroo rats they break up large rocks and so that they can be mixed in the soil, and of course they can be mixed in the soil and later to the air. So you can see my previous page as per my whole drawing and diagram over here, my markings, and you can see in this each session some animals help them. So we should also help the soil to be more fertile by how? Just by reducing some products or waste products. So hope you understand the video well. Okay, one more thing, there's a tropical forest. In a tropical forest there is an ant called leaf cutter ant. This is a funny thing. The leaf cutter ant dig tunnels into the soil, letting in the air moving around the decaying plants and adds nutrients to the soil. The decaying plants, they what do? They make holes and they allow the nutrients to add up in the soil, and they make their own house also. So hope you understand the video well. Meet you in my next video, and of course thank you for watching it. This was a great video of whole session of GK, and of course I will surely meet you in the next video. You can see all the roots and soils over here. So please go through my whole video, and of course you can take a whole Snapchat, like a what does it done? Short screenshot. Okay, so hope you understand the video well. Meet you in my next video. Thank you for watching. Please share, subscribe, like and comment me down with a tree. Okay, so meet you in the next video. Till then, bye.